Hey there, creepy peeps, and welcome to another new movie review. Today we are talking about Satan's Slaves. I know the past couple new movie reviews have been completely spoilered and I've just not bothered separating the spoilers from the not spoilers. I will have a spoiler section in the video, so if you haven't seen the movie and you still want to watch the review, you can, and then you will definitely be notified when the spoilers are about to be talked about. Anyways though, written and directed by Joko Anwar, Satan's Slaves follows a poor and hapless family haunted by the death of their mother, who passed after being bedridden for years from a strange illness. So Satan's Slaves serves as kind of like a prequel slash reboot of a 1980 film of the same name. The original movie is the movie that made Anwar want to become a filmmaker in the first place. So after a lot of begging, a lot of persuading, he was finally given the reins to remake this movie. Anwar's struggles weren't over with that though, because apparently the longest part of production was actually finding the location to shoot the movie in, which took about 3 months to find. Additionally, a lot of the budget was put into the set, the costumes, everything essentially to visually make the film look correct, to give it that 80s feel, to make sure, you know, it was very obvious, because apparently I haven't seen the original movie, but this version that I'm talking about here is meant to serve as a prequel to the original film. So this film is supposed to be set in 1981, where the original film is set in 1982, I believe. So this movie ended up being much different than the only other Indonesian horror movie I've ever seen, which is May the Devil Take You. I will leave a link to my review of that in the description if you want to check that out, because I really did quite enjoy that movie. I don't know what I was expecting really, because like I said, it's only the second Indonesian horror movie I've ever seen, but regardless, I am fully on board the Indo horror train. Choo-choo, motherfuckers, like, let's do this. Anwar doesn't waste any time getting into the scares, but also still manages to effectively develop his characters. Like, homeboy, please teach me about time management, because you are a pro. The scenes leading up to the mother's death, which is the inciting incident, it happens really fast in the movie, but with every little scene leading up to that and all the dialogue, basically everything leading up to that serves the purpose of developing these characters, showing the family dynamic, showing each of the family members' roles, like, and you know, like kind of their struggles. You see how they're struggling a little bit because of the mother's illness. So by the time we get into the scares, we are familiar with the characters, we know the characters, we care about the characters. As you guys know from my previous rantings and ravings on this channel, character development is very important to me. But if you think about it, this movie is not all that different from like your typical Asian horror movie fare. We have a ghost with long dark hair, pale face, white dress. In that sense, it's not all that different from other Asian horror movies that I've seen in the past, but still manages to be scary, even though I'm used to that dynamic. And if I have to venture a guess as to why it still manages to scare me, I would put my money on it being the characters. Because I care about the characters, everything that happens to them, I'm frightened for them, I care about them, I don't want them to be hurt. That makes me much more apprehensive watching it. So, getting into the spoilers, I loved the twists in this movie, because we establish in the movie that the last child is apparently the one that the cult is going to come and collect for. There's this whole thing with the mother who made a pact with Satan to, you know, be able to bear children. So the youngest one is the one who is supposed to be taken by the cult, and it is the cutest child, I have to say. Like, Ian, so adorable, and as somebody who typically doesn't really like children, like, I love him. He is so cute. But then eventually we find out that the information was kind of wrong, or they misunderstood the information that they got. Not that the cult is going to take this innocent youngest child in the family. The youngest child in the family is actually the spawn of Satan. So then all of a sudden this extremely cute child becomes not that cute anymore. Very scary.
Yan.
And I also really loved the ending where the family finally escaped their house. They move into an apartment and their neighbors turn out to be members of the cult. And there's this kind of like, not really, I don't know how to explain it. It was kind of odd, but I accepted it. They like have this like dance sequence which the credits play over. And for whatever reason, it felt like Rosemary's Baby to me. Like I was just getting Rosemary's Baby vibes from this like credit scene, but I'm not intelligent enough to figure out why. So I don't know, but I liked it. So overall, I really liked this movie. So far, the Indo horror films are 2 for 2 for me. So if anybody knows of any other really good ones, please suggest them to me in the comments. I need more. I give this a score of 4.5 out of 5. On IMDb, it has a 6.8 out of 10. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 91% critic score and an 83% audience score. And on Letterboxd, it has a 3.5 out of 5. Satan Slaves is available on Shudder or Amazon via Shudder if you watch like me. So I'll leave an Amazon affiliate link in the description if you want to check it out. There's no pressure to use that link, but if you do, it does help out the channel. If you've already seen Satan Slaves, however, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about it. As always, I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here and become a creepy peep today. I post videos Monday through Friday, and you can ring that notification bell down there to be notified every time I post a video, even though it doesn't always work. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay strange. Bye! This video is brought to you by all of these awesome Patreon supporters who are listed here on the screen. Thank you guys so much for your support. If you want to find out the perks to being a creepy patron peep, you can follow that link that's in the description box. And if you want to check out more videos, you can click the video that's on the screen right now.